yes, I remember those parties quite well.
My time grows short. Quick.
This last remark was not addressed to Scrooge, or to anyone whom he could see, but it did produce an immediate effect. For again Scrooge saw himself. He was older now, a man in the prime of life. His face had not the harsh and rigid lines of later years, but it had begun to wear the signs of care and avarice. There was an eager, greedy, restless motion in the eye, which showed the passion that had taken root, and where the shadow of the growing tree would fall. He was not alone, but sat by the side of a fair young girl in a morning dress, in whose eyes there were tears, tears which sparkled in the light that shone out of the ghost of Christmas past.
It matters little to you, very little. Another idol has displaced me, and if it can cheer and comfort you in time to come, as I will try to do, I've no cause to grieve.
What idol has displaced you?
A golden one.
Oh, this is the even-handed dealing of the world. There is nothing on which it is so hard as poverty. There is nothing it condemns with such severity as the pursuit of wealth.
You fear the world too much. All your hopes have merged to the hope of being beyond the chance of its sordid reproach. I've seen your nobler aspirations fall off one by one, until the master passion gain engrosses you. Have I not?
What then? Even if I have grown so much the wiser, what then? I'm not changed towards you.
She shook her head.
Am I?
Our contract is an old one. It was made when we were both poor and content to be so. Until in good season we could improve our worldly fortune by our patient industry. You are changed. When it was made you were another man.
Oh, I was a boy.
Your own feeling tells you that you were not what you are. I am. That which promised happiness when we were one and heart is fraught with misery now that we are two. How often and how keenly I have thought of this I will not say. It is enough that I have thought of it, and can release you.
Have I ever sought release?
Words, no, never.
In what then?
In a changed nature, in an altered spirit, in another atmosphere of life, another hope as its great end. In everything that made my love of any worth of value in your sight. Tell me, if this were not between us, would you still seek me out and try to win me now? Ah, no.
You think not?
I would gladly think otherwise if I could, heaven knows. When I have learned a truth like this, I know how strong and irresistible it must be. But if you were free today, tomorrow, yesterday, can even I believe that you would choose a dowerless girl? You who in your very confidence would weigh everything with gain. Or by choosing her, if for one moment you were forced up to your one guiding principle to do so, do I not know that your repentance and regret would surely follow? I do. And I release you. With a full heart for the love of him you once were.
He was about to speak, but with her head turned from his, she resumed.
You may. The memory of what is past half makes me hope that you will have pain in this, a very, very brief time, and you will dismiss the recollection of it gladly as an unprofitable dream, from which it hasn't brought you awoke. May you be happy in the life you've chosen.
She left him. And they parted.
Spirit! Spirit, conduct me home! Why do you like to torture me so? Remove me from this place!
I have told you that these were shadows of things that had been, that they are what they are. Do not blame me.
Remove me! I cannot bear it!
The ghost of Christmas past led Ebenezer homeward. Now then, Scrooge was conscious of being exhausted and overcome by an irresistible drowsiness, and furthermore of being in his own bedroom. But was it his own bedroom? Oh, it was his own bedroom, all right. There was no doubt about that. But it had undergone a surprising transformation, where the walls and ceiling were so hung with living green that it looked a perfect grove, from every part of which bright gleaming berries glistened, while the crisp leaves of holly, mistletoe, and ivy reflected back the light, as if so many little mirrors had been scattered there, and such a mighty blaze went roaring up the chimney, as the dull petrifaction of a chimney had not known in Scrooge's time, or Molly's time, or for many and many a winter season gone by. In an easy state upon a chair sat the jolly giant, glorious to see, who bore a glowing torch, not unlike Bunty's horn. He held it up, high up, to shed its light on Scrooge, as he came peeping about the corner.
Come in, and know me better, man.
Scrooge entered timidly and hung his head before this spirit. Oh, he was not the dogged Scrooge he had been, and though its eyes were clear and kind, he did not like to meet them.
I am the ghost of Christmas present. Look upon me.
Scrooge reverently did so.
You have never seen the like of me before.
Oh, no, never.
Have never walked forth with the younger members of my family, meaning for I am very young. The elder brother's born in these latter years.
Well, no, I don't think that I have. But no, I'm afraid that I have not. Have you had many brothers, Spirit?
More than 1,800.
Ooh, tremendous
The ghost.
family to provide for.
The ghost of Christmas present rose.
Spirit, conduct me where you will. I went forth last night on a compulsion and learned a lesson which is working even now. Tonight, if you have aught to teach me, let me profit by it.
Touch my robe.
Yes.
Scrooge did as he was told and held it fast. It was a great surprise to Scrooge, while listening to the moaning of the wind and thinking what a solemn thing it was to move on to the darkness, o'er an unknown abyss whose depths were secret and profound as death. It was a great surprise to Scrooge, while thus engaged, to hear a hearty laugh. It was a much greater surprise to Scrooge to recognize it as his own nephew.
Oh, that's my nephew.
And to find himself in a bright, dry, gleaming drawing room with a spirit standing by his side, looking at the same nephew with approving affability. Now then, when Scrooge's nephew laughed this way, holding his sides, holding his head, and twisting his face in the most extravagant contortion, Scrooge's niece, by marriage, laughed as heartily as he. And the rest of their assembled friends roared out lustily. Oh, no!
It's Fred, I win!
Yes, it's me and your award.
It's my turn now. Let me have the blindfold.
I can't, let's Fred.
Yes, let's everyone sit down. And I have a game we can play while we're resting.
Oh, good, I love your games, Fred. What is it? I love your games.
It's called Yes and No.
Oh, I know that game. It's a wonderful game.
Oh, that's the game where we ask questions and you answer.
With only a yes or no.
But of course, don't be stupid.
What's the subject, Fred?
Oh, let's see. Animal. Topper, you begin.
I'm thinking.
Animal. Very well. Is it a live animal?
Well, now it would have to be.
Yes.
All right, it's alive. We know
A
that.
disagreeable animal.
Oh, good question. Clever girl.
Yes.
Live
Very.
Is it a savage animal?
Yes.
Live, disagreeable, savage.
Does it growl?
Yes, and grunt.
Does it live in London?
Now, what sort of savage animal would live in London?
Yes.
Yes.
Growl.
Is it a pig?
Pigs do not growl.
No, Mary, pigs do not growl. No, it's not a lion. Oh, you're close, sir. Very close. No, it's not a tiger. No, it's not a jaguar.
Oh, wait, Fred, I know it. It's your Uncle Scrooge.
Yes. And when I went to visit him yesterday, he said that Christmas was a
Humbug.
I live and breathe. He believed it too.
More shame for him, Fred.
There, he's a comical old fellow, that's the truth, and not as pleasant as he might be. However, his offences carry their own punishment, and I have nothing more to say against him.
I'm sure he's very rich. At least you always tell me so.
Well, what of that, my dear? His wealth is of no use to him. He doesn't do any good with it. He doesn't make himself comfortable with it, and he hasn't the satisfaction of knowing he is ever going to benefit us with it.
That's right.
Well, I have no patience with him.
Oh, well, I do, my dear. I couldn't be angry with him if I tried. Why, who suffers by his ill whims? He himself always. Well, here he takes it into his head to dislike us, and he won't even come and dine with us. And what's the consequence? He doesn't lose much of a dinner.
Indeed, I think he loses a very nice dinner.
All right, my dear. Here. A toast to Uncle Scrooge.
Oh, that's
Everyone
better.
Raise your hands. Come on, everyone, raise your hands.
You there too, come on.
That's right, we'll make you do it by yourself. Oh, here is a glass of mulled wine ready at my hand the moment that I say to Uncle Scrooge. Drink there, yes, you better.
Also, go shoulder.
Close it over your shoulder.
have it nevertheless.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Now what?
I'm going to play a game called Kick the Host.
Why not the hostess too, eh? Uncle Scrooge had imperceptibly become so gay and light of heart that he would have pledged the unconscious company in return and thanked them in an inaudible speech. That is, if the ghost had given him time. Whoa! But the whole scene passed off, the last words spoken by his nephew, and the last laugh heard. Scrooge looked about for the ghost of Christmas present and saw it not.